preach. Hi. Hello. Good evening to you all. Good evening. And welcome to our today's session. How are you doing? We hope that you had a very wonderful day and that you've actually had enough rest. And we also hope you're ready for today's session. It's going to be very awesome. It's a promise I'm making. So, before we commence, first things first, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Lorian, and I am a trainer with Impact Harm, and I'm going to be the one taking today's session, right? And to ensure everything runs out smoothly, I'm not going to be alone on the call. I am with my wonderful colleagues Udeme and Beryl. So I'm sure you're going to see Udeme a lot in the comment section. Let me see. Yeah, I'm sure you see Udeme a lot. Yes, in the comment section, he's going to be the one to ensure that everything runs out successfully, right? Very successfully. He'll answer your questions. In fact, he's an ad hoc, right? He's going to be there with me. So if I miss any question, obviously he's going to help me there. And at the back end, there's Berium. Barry is actually the general overseer of today's session. So you are welcome, everybody, and I hope we are all ready. Now that I have introduced myself and I've introduced my colleagues, I would like to hear from you. By the way, I did not tell you guys where I'm joining in from. Oh, my bad. So I'm joining you guys from Cameroon, the best country in Central Africa. The country that is going to win the World Cup, a very wonderful country. I invite all of you to discover Cameroon. It's actually called Africa in Miniature. It's a wonderful country, Cameroon. We're equally bilingual. We speak both English and French. So please tell me where you're joining us from. What do you do? What's your name, obviously? So what's your name? Where are you joining us from? And what you do? So my colleagues are joining you from Nigeria and Kenya respectively. But I don't really know what their countries are known for, but I'm pretty sure all Kenyans, very exceptional. But Nigerians, I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm just kidding though. So please tell me where you're joining us from, what's your name, what's your business, because you don't know. You don't know who is on the call. You don't know who might be checking. It could be an eventual business partner, it could be an eventual angel investor. So it's always important to introduce yourself, where you're joining us from, and what you do. Your name, where you're joining us from, and what you do. Okay? So I'm already heading over to the comment section to meet everybody. So, good evening, Christine. You are very welcome. I hope you had a very great day. Good evening, Eldan the Lion. Wow, awesome. Good evening. How are you? How was your day? What's your business all about? Hello, Jockey. You are welcome. You are really welcome for today's session. So, thank you so much for joining us. Hi, Hazel. How are you doing? How are you doing? How is today going? Hi, so Hazel is joining us from Kenya and Christine is joining us from Uganda. Wonderful countries, okay? And that has strong women. So Eldan De Leon is joining us from Kenya, precisely Nairobi. See, I've heard a lot of good things about Nairobi. So one day I might be your host in Nairobi, Kenya. So, and then Eldan the Lion, since I do with organic herbs, spices, and honey. Wow, nice, wonderful. So, are the organic herbs to spice up food, or are they mainly maybe for medicinal purposes? Tell us. Don't be shy. Welcome, Jacqueline. You are welcome. So, please tell me, what is your business all about, or what do you do? It'd be nice to know. Okay. So, for all the others that haven't yet introduced themselves, see, don't be shy, okay? These sessions are here for us to know each other, to interact. So it's win-win. I give and you give. We actually want this session to be very interactive. Do not hesitate to ask questions. Do not hesitate to ask preoccupation. Even if a question from the last session just comes to your mind, really don't hesitate to drop it in the comment section. Here, Udame is here to make sure that everything runs out very well. So welcome to Faith. Faith is from Uganda, Okay, nice, Faith. So, Faith, what do you do? Bill is from Kenya. Welcome, Bill. Bill, where in Kenya? Mombasa or Nairobi? Right? Tell us. Hmm. Christine is from Kampala, Uganda. I love that name, Kampala. I provide my clients with ready made gourmet meals in their homes. This helps them to avoid the hassle of going to sanitary. Awesome. I just love the way you presented it. Say, avoid the hassle of going to sanitary. It's true because some days you actually don't want to do all that stress, right? You just want other food. And eat it, savor your meal. Thank you. So, anybody willing to eat something very delicious in Kampala, do well to hit Christine up. Okay, thank you so much, El Dandelion. That says the herbs are both for medicinal and spicing of food. I just have one question. Is that your real name? El Dandelion. Okay. Nyamalele, welcome. Nyar from Kampala, Uganda. And you're welcome, Christine. All right, so thank you all so much for joining us, and thank you all so much for introducing yourself. It's very important to contribute to the energy of this session. So let's dive right away, okay? So for those that are just coming in and that did not hear my name, I said I'm Lorian, and I'm joining you from Cameroon. And of course, I'm a trainer with Impactor. I'm one of the trainers, right? And I am with Udeme, the Nigerian, the fine Nigerian that you meet in the comment section. So if you want to talk with a Nigerian, Udeme is here, right? Okay, now let's discover. Okay, so your name is Edna. Thank you, Eldan the Lion. Wow. Please do want to tell us why Eldan the Lion. I want to know what inspired that creativity. Okay, so as we move on, let me just introduce today's agenda. So, what are we covering this evening? We're going to first of all discover what is digital marketing. So, we're going to have an introduction to digital marketing that would be from maybe the definition, some key statistics about digital marketing, and then we're going to move forward to looking at some opportunities that we might get from being online, and I'll be hearing from you people, and why not the digital marketing channels. Then we will look at how do we build this digital marketing plan, what are the steps, what does it take, okay? And the last part of today's session would be to harness the power of digital advertising. So, this is our today's agenda, right? This is what we are covering today. And before we move forward into the session, I have good news. And what is this good news? Google is offering a free bootcamp, which is called the Hustle Academy Bootcamp. Very interesting, very awesome, wonderful training session. You'll learn a lot, okay? It's not just going to be 1 hour, it's one intense week of learning, of knowledge concerning everything that, you know, deals with taking your business online and then handling a business to become a very prominent enterprise in the future. Okay, so you're going to learn about business strategy, you're going to learn about sales. You want to make more sales? Please sign up for the bootcamp. It's going to be a wonderful experience from my heart to yours. It's a promise I make. You would enjoy it. So I encourage everybody to sign up for the Hustle Academy Bootcamp. Make sure you come with a lot of expectations, and equally with a goal to take your business to another level. So the link is going to be dropped obviously in the comment section, and you would have the possibility to sign up for the bootcamp. So if you've already signed up, right, and you've not received an email, do not fret. Just do it again, okay? And then you obviously receive an email, right? And if you've signed up, okay, just signed up again to just ensure that your space is confirmed for the bootcamp, right? The link is going to be dropped. Just keep that link somewhere. And while we dive into the session, and as we start this session, I have one question for everybody on the call. So, how do you currently engage with your customers? What are the methods? What do you currently do to keep your customers in the movement, in the know, in the vibe? So tell me, how do you currently engage your customers? What is it that you do? How do you talk to them? How do you um move with them? How do you engage with them? Just let us know. What are the methods? What are the means? Is it digitally? Is it on Is it not digitally? What do you do? Okay, it could be from various actions. Just let us know what is the actions that permit you to currently engage your customers. I'm heading over to the comment section to look at all the answers that we mentioned. Please remember that we are not shy on this call. We are all doing the participation because we're here to share. We're here to learn together. We're here to make sure that this session goes on very well. So I'm heading over to the chat section to read from you. And a very, very big welcome to all those that are joining. Hi, Dorcas. How are you doing today? Right, I've seen Dorcas. Dorcas is a very, very faithful girl in our woman in our trainings. It's really wonderful. Dorcas, welcome. She sells mother care products, kids wear, and nightwears, toys, school bags, lunch bags, water bottle, in fact, everything that you need for kids, right? Very important. You can hit up Dorcas if you're in Ghana. Welcome, Dorcas. Hi, Roy. Roy is from Kampala too. One day I'll visit Kampala, and I know Roy, Faith, and Nyar are going to take care of me. Okay, hi Emma. Welcome. Father Enterprises in Nigeria, in Kenya, sorry. Porridge flour made from the grains. Wow, interesting. Okay, welcome to everybody that just joined. And don't forget, sign up for the Hustle Academy Bootcamp. Udeme has already posted the link in the comment section. So I see Barbara too has joined. You're welcome, Barbara. Okay, and thank you, Deme. Please make sure you hit the thumbs up button if you haven't yet done so. So, welcome, Aska. It's fine. You're not better late than never, and also you're not that late. So, there's a question that is up, and I'm not yet seeing responses. And the rule goes thus: I'm not leaving this point till at least I see one answer. Okay? Roy says, I always check on them and I also give them discount. Awesome. That's really wonderful, Roy. Thank you so much. Any other response? Hi, Ronald. You are welcome. Any other response? Any other response? All right. If I was in Kenya, I'll be your client because I love discounts. Very interesting way of engaging with them. But apart from that, is there a means in which you actually talk with them? Like, is there a particular social network that you use to even get to have your clients? Just let me know. Okay. So Edna says, I post on my social media pages the health benefits of my products and keep them posted on any new products to be launched and included on our shelf. Wonderful, Edna. So when you share the health benefits, do you think that a lot of people come and comment? How do they react to those posts? Please let me know. And that's really awesome. Good thumbs up to you and thumbs up to Roy. But let me know, how do the customers react? Do they actually find these interesting? Edna, do they find the benefits interesting? Do you have comments on there? Just let us know. And for anybody else that wants to keep telling us how they currently engage with their customers, it's very welcomed. Okay? I'll come back to review those answers. Meanwhile, I'm going to just move on to introduce our today's topic, which is digital marketing. Digital marketing. So we all hear a lot about it. Why? Because since COVID-19 happened, everything has become online. Everything has been taken to the online sphere. Everybody is a little bit more conscious about the fact that having an online presence is primordial. It's important, right? So, if we have to define digital marketing, what are we going to say about it? If we have to define this term, what are we going to say about it? So, before I give my answer, I want to see what you guys think about it. Okay, Jockey, that's nice. She says, in mostly on the one-on-one basis since I am dealing with nails and beauty. Awesome, but I hope by the end of this session you think about using digital marketing because it will also help you a lot for your business. Trust me. Um, beauty products need to be seen, and so having the possibility to showcase them via digital marketing channels is really important. So nobody has any definition. Does anybody have a definition to digital marketing before I move forward? Anybody? Okay, while you drop your responses, I'm going to continue. So, digital marketing is actually the promotion of products or brands using electronic devices or the internet. So, there's a key phrase here that I'm going to mention. There's the fact that there is electronic devices and there's the internet. So it's not solely the use of the internet to promote your brand or to promote your service. It is both the internet and electronic devices. So if you're sending a text message, that's also digital marketing. If, for example, you are invited to a firm, like let's say to a fair, and then you have a stand in the fair, and inside the stand you have your TV, and in the TV you're playing maybe a video of your business, that action too is digital marketing. So digital marketing is not only the promotion of brands or products via the internet, it's actually the promotion of brands or products using electronic devices and the internet. It includes text messaging, instant messaging, videos, apps, podcasts, electronic billboards, digital televisions, video channels. It can even go as far as using things like USB key. Okay, that's a digital channel. For example, if you're participating to a high-tech fair, and instead of giving people physical hand leaflets of your maybe product or service, you're giving them these leaflets in a USB key. That too is digital marketing. Okay, so it actually allows an organization to analyze campaigns, content, and strategies to understand what's working and what isn't typically in real time. And this is one of the major advantages, that you can actually measure your efforts on the go and reevaluate your strategy to know what is working and what isn't working. So now these are statistics just to reinforce why you should be on the digital sphere. Simply, we all live in a mobile world. And as such, now in Africa, there are currently 747 million SIM connections. That's only in sub-Saharan Africa. Very interesting statistics. You all know normally or before, Africa was termed the dark continent. That means um, in Africa, it's actually a bit difficult for people to pick up with notions, for people to pick up with trends, and many more. Can you? I don't even know if we all know, but back in the days, school was like a taboo in Africa, and children were literally forced to go to school. That's why we're actually trying to showcase that there are already this amount of SIM connections. That means people are understanding the importance of already using the SIM card and using tech as a whole, right? We go further to say that 91% of South Africans own mobile phones, with 80% in Kenya and Nigeria, respectively. This is a very interesting statistic. That means we've moved not only from the 747 million SIM connections that are existing in sub-Saharan Africa to actually about more than half of the population owning mobile phones. It's a very, very interesting statistics. This is actually making us understand that a lot of us are coming to the understanding that the digital world cannot be exempted from our lives. And we as business owners really have to leverage on these key statistics to take our business to the online sphere. That's why I was telling Jockey, I think, that not only is mouth to mouth good, but the online sphere is growing. If she just takes a picture and shares it of her handwork, people would see, as already 80% of people in Kenya own smartphones, right? What else? Some 65% of active mobile phone users in Nigeria have shopped online. Now, are you seeing how this movement is going? We started from the general, what we talked about 747 million SIM connections in sub-Saharan Africa, and actually went forth to saying that 91% in South Africa own phones and 80% in Kenya. So we narrowed down to the phones, and now we've narrowed down to saying that up to this amount of people have shopped online in Nigeria. It's true that maybe we could not have the exact amount of people in Kenya, but I'm also sure that it's around that amount, because I remember one of our colleagues, Beryl, saying that she knows a carpenter shop that make a lot of money just by being on Instagram. That, they actually just, I think they act like middlemen between with carpenter shops and then clients, and actually the way they are showcasing the product on Instagram, right? They don't have any physical location, but they have a lot of sales. Now you can see the amount there's equally the fact that, okay, personally, I follow a lot of influencers in places like Kenya. Why? Because I love the way they work. So I looked at this shop Hikaya, and I see that they make a lot of sales. It's a Kenyan brand, they sell clothes, and because they actually do work on their online presence, which shows us the importance. Like, just imagine me in Cameroon wanting to buy a Kenyan made or Rwandan made pair of shoes and slippers. You understand that the digital sphere really has an impact, right? So I now encourage everybody to leverage from this opportunity. So, what are those opportunities that might arise from you connecting with your customers online? Very first thing, there's increased reach. Okay, you can reach many more people being online, and you can even reach people locally, and you can reach people internationally just from being online. The second major advantage is you learn about your customers. Very important. How so? You can know where a customer is joining you from. You can know what exactly they do when they come to your platforms, whether it's via Facebook, whether it's via your website. You can actually see the areas where they are more focused on what they actually do. Very interesting. And thirdly, you can communicate and support. With key advantages that the online sphere brings, like Google Business Profile, customers are able to leave reviews about your service. Did they like it? Okay, they find it interesting. What do they think that you need to ameliorate? And it's very important that you have this opportunity to have customers feedback, because this helps you grow, and you can equally be close to them. Nowadays, people are centered. Since the COVID-19 pandemic, people are at the center of the way things are carried out. So when you actually show your customer that they are important and they are valued, trust me, they would stay. They would stay, right? So that's equally a very great advantage that you have from being online. So, what are the key channels to consider for digital marketing? First of all, we have search engine optimization, then we have search engine marketing, then we have social media marketing, we have display marketing, we have email marketing, we have content marketing, and then content marketing. Sorry, content marketing is actually the last form. Now, let's try to define all these different types of marketing channels. So, some search engine optimization is simply optimizing your website so it shows up more often in the search engine results. That means all the efforts that you're doing to make sure that your website ranks above. Whenever we do Google searches, like maybe pizza near me, you see the very first point, right? That means they have worked on their SEO so that they rank above, right? Now, search engine marketing, on the contrary, is where you pay for Google to make you rank above there right away on the street in the first page. And generally, it's characterized by ad, okay? Closer to the results that are being popped up on the search page. Okay, now what in the search results? Sorry. Then we have social media marketing. This is what we already know, using Facebook, Instagram, Twitter to actually gain traffic, attention, and reach new people. Then we have display marketing, which is online advertising in many different formats. Now, this is very simple to understand. When you normally use apps like Boomplay or Spotify, if you've not paid for the upgraded version, you're going to normally see ads pop up when you're listening to music, right? That's a form of display marketing. So it's using applications, again, using websites with a high audience to actually put out your advertisement. Then we have email marketing, collecting and using emails to address or communicate with users. And then we have content marketing, which is simply creating and sharing different types of content. They could be blog posts, they could be videos, they could be guides, infographics to actually attract attention and to drive traffic. All right. So that said, we are going to pause here for questions and answers. So we just had an overview of digital marketing definition, key opportunities to look into, advantages of being online, and then we looked at the digital marketing channels. So if you have any questions from here, I'm open to them. Right, Roy gave it definition to digital marketing. Thank you so much, Roy. Um, okay, so now we're going to stop here. If you have any question, please let us know. All right, please let us know if you have any questions so far. On the other hand, if you don't have any question, please notify to in the comment section so that we can proceed. Please, thank you. I'm waiting for your questions. We are waiting for your questions. Or are we good? If we're good, you can send us a yes or an emoji that can tell me so that I can proceed and so that we can finish in time, right? I thought I told us not to be shy, that this is collaboration, this is communication, right? I'm not seeing any response so far. I'm tempted to say silence means consent, but I don't actually just want to move forward without making sure that it's understood. Oh, yes, sorry, Njoki, but it's very important. Do you know why it's adding extra is attracting extra tax? It's because people the government is actually seeing that it's working, and besides, it's cheaper. You know, these people that advertise on the billboard, right, in the streets, they pay a lot of taxes. So imagine so let's compare paying the taxes there or paying on social media is relatively going to be cheaper and you can have more returns, right? So I'll advise you to do so. You can't limit your potential like that because of that. If you have to pay taxes to take your business to another level, then it's worth the try. You should try it. Mhm. I hope I've motivated you to try it. So while I'm expecting your questions, we're just going to move forward and we're going to look at the second part. And here we're going to be talking about building your digital marketing plan. So now that we've had an overview of digital marketing, it's important that you know how you should actually benefit from these. And for you to do so is via your digital marketing plan, right? So what are you supposed to do, or what are the steps? Before I explain this plan, I just thought of something that I should tell Jockey again. You know, digital marketing is not only social media. You have Google. If you already have a Google business profile, it's very great tool. And via that, you can have a free website, and via this, you can give yourself at least more visibility. You know, give yourself the possibility to be more visible so that you can actually make more returns for your business. Very, very important. You have YouTube. Currently now we're using YouTube. So you can actually do a channel where you showcase nails, you showcase the results, you use YouTube shorts. So if you have not yet signed up for the Hustle Academy, you can sign up, or you learn a lot more about digital marketing that's just not social media, right? Now let's continue by looking at the digital marketing plan. So what are the 6 steps to building your digital marketing plan? First of all, you need to have your goals, your business goals and objectives straight up. Secondly, your budget and resources. Then you should think about your audience. You should decide what channel to use. You have to plan this all together, and then you would measure. Now, let's first of all start with the very first point, which are your business goals and objectives. Now, this is very crucial. This is where everything starts from, because when there is no vision, the people perish. There's one book that says that, okay, that when there is no vision, the people perish. So your goals and your objectives are the very first points, that the starters, okay? So let's look at this example with Mandy. And normally, when we're talking about our goals and objectives, we're answering the question, what do you want to achieve? And so Mandy says, hi, I am Mandy. I am a hairdresser. My business goals are to get more customers through my door, new and past, and make more people in my area know my business exists. Okay, these are Monday's business goals. Now, let's look at examples of online objectives. Now, this is just to make you understand that your business goals can be translated into online objectives. Okay, so some example of online objectives are increasing traffic to your website, increasing online sales, increasing social media page likes and follows from my customers, increase online reach and awareness. And the way you have business goals, you can actually align them to online objectives. So, excuse me. For example, if your business goal is making more people aware that you exist, this is translated by increasing online reach and awareness. Okay. So if you're looking to sell more products, this is going to be translated to increasing website sales. If you're looking maybe to get found by more people, this means increase social media page likes and follow, right? And lastly, if you're looking to get more returning customers, this means increasing traffic to your website. So you already know that whatever tool you find or whatever area you find yourself in your business, this is what it corresponds to online. And this equally gives you an idea of the tools that you should be using, right, to foster that online. So let's look at the second step, and here we're looking at your budget and your resource. We're answering the question, what is possible? What is possible with what I have? Monday says, I don't have a website yet, as it's too much of an investment right now. We're going to see what Monday can do all together. But before that, let's talk about your audience. You know, your audience is very, very important because this is where everything starts. You're working to sell to somebody, you're working to make sure that your products are being bought by particular people. So it's important that you know your audience. It's important that you know some details about your audience. Let's look at what Monday says. Monday says, I am targeting females in my local area. My most valuable customers are females above 30 years old. They normally have children and work part time. Most of them use Facebook, right? So Monday was so precise. Maybe she could be a little bit more, but this is not bad already. She did not stop by saying, I'm targeting women. She said, I'm targeting females in my local area. So she's precise the place, right? So she knows that her target is in her local area. She knows that her target is about 30 years old and above. She knows that they have children. She knows that they work part time. And then she knows that they use Facebook. So it's important that you actually do this representation of all your customer segments, because that will permit you to know what actions to use, what platforms to use. And this leads us to the marketing channels, right? So what channels are we using? And for you to know which ones are right for you, this actually corresponds to the online objective that you're seeking to achieve. If, for example, what you're trying to achieve now in your business is getting aware, is making many more people aware, aware that you exist, yeah, that means you want to increase online reach and awareness. And if you want to increase online reach and awareness, this means display marketing, this means social media, or this means using content marketing. So these are the most suitable for you. Now, if you want to increase website sales, right? That means that you want to make more sales in your business. If that's the goal you're seeking to achieve, then you should look through search engine marketing, you should look through search engine optimization, and then email marketing, right? These are the most adequate platforms for you. Now, if you're looking to increase your traffic to your website, that means you want more returning customers, then search engine marketing, search engine optimization, and email marketing are the most adequate tools for you. Now, if you want to keep more, if you want to actually keep your customers, tight, you want to make them loyal to you, then you should use social media email marketing, and then content marketing. So you notice that at every different level of your business, there is a particular tool to help you achieve that particular goal. And also you should understand that maybe you might be at both levels. You want to increase sales at the same time you want to do reach and awareness. Then you can actually combine both actions. Okay, now, let's look at the fifth step. And on the fifth step, what are we doing? We are planning the activity, right? So we are actually planning this activity all together. So how so? You have to focus on the detail and get strategic. So Monday says, my online objectives are to reach more people in my local area and get more returning customers. I don't have a website yet as it's too much of an investment right now. How could I use digital to help me? Okay, it's important that wherever you are in your business, you know exactly what you are. It's good to be very honest with yourself. You know, you're the only person that can be really that honest. It's important. If you don't know yet how to be so, then you should work on being honest with yourself. So, what can Monday do with her resources? First of all, she can list her business on Google Business Profile, and then via this, she could create a free website. You see, very interesting and very adequate. Then she can set up a Facebook page. She can where she would be able to collect reviews, post pictures of her customers, hairstyles. Then she can actually use Facebook advertising to target people in her local area and off with an offer to attract new customers. So you're seeing that Monday is actually going to use local SEO. That is via the Google Business Profile, and then she's going to create her website. In as much as she can create her website via Google Business Profile, there are also many other online platforms that could help her create a free website. We have platforms like Wix, Google Sites, okay, that can permit her to create a free website. Okay, then she sets up her Facebook page where she starts posting content and where she can actually collect reviews and post pictures of the hairstyles that she's doing. Okay, and then what does she need to do? Facebook advertising to target people in her local area. So this is a list of what she actually has to do. But more so, she can plan this thing within a time frame. When she wants to do it, she can say maybe this Monday is what I'm going to do, next month is what I'm going to do, this other month is how this is what I'm going to carry out. Okay, that's also a way of planning. You know, you can actually schedule what you're going to do, one thing after the other. Right now, the sixth step is you're measuring. So you're measuring according to an acronym known SMART. Okay, now, so what are SMART objectives? SMART is an acronym that actually enables teams and individuals to set goals and succeed. Why so? Because it stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. Because you're able to specify what you want to achieve, you're actually being to put a detail that it enables you to know how you're going to measure this goal, and then you're going to evaluate if it's achievable for your company, if it's realistic, and in what time frame do you want to do so. You're sure, or you're very close to being sure that this goal is going to be achieved. So it's very important that you set smart objectives. So because it's going to permit you to know how you have succeeded, right? So set smart objectives to help you measure the success of your activity. First of all, let's look at the difference between what we call the broad objective and what we call a smart objective. Okay? Share with a broad objective. Let's talk about a broad objective. You might want to just say to increase online sales. That's very broad. To increase brand awareness. But even if you tell yourself that goal, how do you even know that you're moving forward? Because if today you increase just by 2%, you know, like, oh, maybe I'm moving forward. And then you might not be so real with yourself if you set yourself objectives like this. But when you set yourself smart goals to increase online sales by 20% within 3 months. Nice. You know that within the next 3 months, if you have not improved, then you should revise something. You should revise the way you're working. Another smart objective could be to increase brand awareness on Facebook by growing by growing our audience with new people by 40%. You see, the here not only is the channel specified, but you know exactly what you want to achieve. So you know that if maybe in the next 3 months your audience hasn't grown by 40%, then you've not increased and you've not achieved your goal. But it's very important to ask yourself, is it something that I can do? Is it something that, with regards to the resources that I own now, is it something that I can do? Very important and very, very key, right? So altogether, this is what Monday's digital marketing plan looks like. Her business goal is to reach more people in her local area and increase returning customers. Her channel is local SEO and Facebook advertising.
Hello everyone. Um, so sorry. Lorian is having a little bit of internet challenge. So let's give her a few minutes so that she can come back to join us. So let's hold on a little bit as we wait for Lorian to come back so that she can continue. But meanwhile, let me see. Okay. So we'll just hold on a little bit for her to return. Okay, so if you have any questions, I would love to answer your questions while we wait for her to just get herself back. So sorry about the glitch. Okay.
Hi,
Are you good?
everybody. Yeah, I'm very good. I hope I'm audible, and I'm really sorry about the little
You are.
glitch. Sorry.
You are.
Apologies for this. And thank you so much for your patience throughout this trying moment. Okay, let's move on. So, we're actually doing a recap of what the digital marketing plan is going to look like. So, first of all, the business goal, um, where we noticed that Monday says reach more people in my local area, get more customers through my door. And the audience is actually female from 39 to 45 years, local area, past customers. The channel is local SEO and Facebook. So, what's the activity? Building a website and boosting visibility on Google using Facebook advertising to target people in my local area. Her online objective is to increase online reach, increase returning customers. So, what will her smart objective look like? Increase Facebook page likes from new people by 50% within the next month, increase bookings from past customers by 20% in the next quarter. Okay? So we are going to stop here for questions. And I'm really sorry. I'm really, really sorry about the little glitch. Yeah, at some point I actually felt I was no longer audible. on Google My Business. Yeah, thanks so much, Udeme. So please, there's analytics on Google My Business for you to actually understand where they're coming from and how did it happen. Okay, so thanks so much, Udeme. You guys have been keeping him busy, right? He's giving actually the good responses. I didn't even know how to comment, but here you can create a free website via Google Business Profile, and there he dropped a lot of other links. So sorry, Margaret. So sorry, Sean and Aska. Oh, no problem, Margaret. You can always return back to this link and then you'll be able to access the lesson. All right. So I'll advise you to equally subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any lessons coming up too. So now, if you have any questions, we actually covered digital marketing channels, right? From beginning to end, the various digital marketing channels available. So if you have any questions concerning this, feel free to drop them. Welcome. Any questions? Any more questions? Okay, if there aren't questions, we're going to get to the last part of the training. And here we're looking at how to harness the power of digital advertising. So we actually, first of all, had an overview of digital marketing. Then we looked at the digital marketing channels available. And now we are looking at how to use digital advertising. It's another way of saying harnessing, making efficient use, okay? Efficient and effective use of digital advertising. And the very first point that we're covering is getting started with search engine marketing. Very, very important. Getting started with search engine marketing. And if all of us can see the screen, we're going to see a yellow box, a blue box, and a green box. So the yellow box stands for what we call the search query. This is where you input the question where you're trying to ask Google, restaurants around me, best compact camera for travel. And when you type in best compact camera for travel, you're going to see a lot of points come up. You're going to see the Google business profile come. You're going to see sponsored ads come up. You're going to see um, the normal responses come up. So what is in blue is actually part of the pay text and shopping ad, the blue box, the blue part. You're obviously always going to see around that, either sponsored or ad. This actually shows that they've been paid for it to place there. And then whatever is in green is where your local SEO has taken you to, right? That is organic search listing. So it's called SEO. So for you to get started with search engine marketing, you should go to at.google.com. So what's the process actually for search engine marketing? First of all, you need to understand your customers. Why? Because everything starts with your customers. You need to know your customers so that you'll be able to know what is the right thing that you should propose to your customers. The second point is when you find keywords. You're finding the right keywords, okay, to use. Then for you to find the right keywords, you can actually think of all the words that are hovering around your business. If you're into makeup, you should always think of beauty. You should think of what's like beauty. You should think of what's like nails. You should think of what's like looking good. All those terms that can hover around your business. Okay, very important. You can equally use tools like the Google Keyword Finder for you to find the keywords um, in your local for your business, right? The third part is you're creating your ad copy, and that's actually the representation, or let's say the flyer, or whatever you're going to actually put up there, and then you put it all together. That's the process for search engine marketing. Now we're just going to give key differences between search engine marketing and search engine optimization. With search engine marketing, you actually pay for search listings, you bid on keywords, and it can equally permit you to get to the first page straight away. But with search engine optimization, the search listings are free. The search listings are free. You optimize keywords and you can actually take time to rank. Why? So because you need to give Google time to know or to ensure that this your content can be trusted, right? It's important that you give Google the time to know that they can actually trust you. Okay? How do you get started with search engine optimization? First of all, you should sign up for Google Search Console. You should submit, and for you to sign up for Google Search Console, you should submit your content to Google. You should monitor how you're doing in search, and then you can actually send alerts on critical issues. How do you help Google find your content? You should submit a site map, promote your site on and offline, and then share new content. Now, when we're talking about helping Google and users understand your content, you should create unique, accurate page titles, create good titles and snippets, use heading tags, and to emphasize important text. Okay, this is how you get started with search engine optimization. So what are search engine optimization tools for success? You need to run keyword research, publish useful high quality content, make web pages search friendly. So run a keyword research like I mentioned with Google Keywords Planner, publish high useful quality content, make sure that you always sell your benefits, and then make sure that the web pages are search friendly. That means they can be visible on the phone or they can be visible on your laptop. So what are display ads? Now, remember, I just explained a bit the process. You know, when you're taking a popular app or when you're taking a popular website and you can see banners or creatives actually being showcased there, this is what we actually call display ads. So how is display advertising now different from search engine advertising? It's important that you understand that there's a difference between display advertising and then search engine advertising. So with search advertising, your focus around matching ads to user search queries on the search engine. Like what does it actually mean? You actually there must be a query for the ad to come up. That's what it means with search advertising because you're advertising on the search page, okay? And then it's most relevant when the primary objective is to generate sales. That's it about search engine advertising. But display advertising is actually focused around serving ads across different websites. Okay, it could be news, it could be blogs, it could be local websites, and it's more relevant or most relevant when the primary objective is to drive brand awareness or traffic. Honestly, very good for traffic. Okay, now what is the process for display advertising? Obviously, it all begins with understanding your customers. Like we earlier mentioned, they are the essence of everything. Then you need to find the placement ideas. What will the best website according to your local area or according to your place, according to your country? What are those websites that have a lot of traffic? Okay, then you should create the ad creative and make sure that when you're creating the ad creative, you don't saturate it. It shouldn't, because you know these ads are very, very small, and then it has to be well designed so that it captures the person's attention. Very, very important. And then what do you need to do? You need to put it all together. You need to put it all together. Now let's move forward to social advertising. Social advertising is actually paid advertising on social networks like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. It can equally be called paid social media advertising or social media marketing. Okay, now why should we use social media marketing? Simply because, first of all, okay, when you're using just organic social media, you get just to your friends, or let's say the people that are following you, and then to the pages maybe of people that are following you. But with social advertising, you can reach many more people. In fact, secondly, with social advertising, you can even target people out of your country. You can target people out of your country. You can precise the age group of these people. Very, very interesting. Now, what are the major differences between organic and paid social media? Organic social media is actually free. You pay just, sorry, Here you have just views, actions, or clicks from posts, and they are actually free. Secondly, the content appears on your business profile and in people's news feeds mainly, and can reach only your followers and friends of followers. So now, why do you use paid social media, or what's the difference between organic and paid social media? Because here you pay for views, actions, or clicks from page, from posts or ads. You can make ads appear in more places and can reach anyone, even those that are not following you. So what's the process for social media advertising? First of all, you need to choose your objective. What are you seeking to achieve? You need to choose the audience, and then you need to create the ad. You need to create ad creative. You need to set your budget. Okay, now we are stopping here for the last course of question and answers. So how, what did you just cover? We looked at search advertising, search marketing, we looked at display advertising, we looked at social media marketing, and we are going to stop here. If you have any question concerning this, feel free to drop it in the comment section. By the way, very sorry for the background. Yes, yes, there was a lot of noise at the background. Very, very sorry about that. So, people who claim to be doing online writing work, is it legit work? What do you mean by online writing work? Is it like content writers? Is it people that doing like content writing online? If so, yes, it's true, right? It's legit, but you need to make sure that you choose the right platforms for that. Can we zoom what? Okay. When I was explaining the search marketing and all, could we zoom in? Sorry. So there are actually three boxes: the search query, the social media marketing, and then the organic search listings. I'm really sorry about the background noise. I'm trying to lift up my voice so that it can overshadow that noise. So sorry. Yes. So sorry about this. So sorry. Uh-huh. Do you want to become a content writer, or do you actually want to get a content writer? I'm sorry. For now I can't really do much about it. I'm really sorry for the background sound. We're actually concluding, so it's going to be. I'm really sorry. Ad on Facebook. So you should actually go to the business the business suite on Facebook. So that will permit you to actually start by creating the ad on Facebook. You go to the business suite. Okay, I think it's business manager, and there there's a whole process to create the ad on Facebook, right? So, that said, there's a free bootcamp available from Google. So just make sure that you go to https dot forward slash d dot co forward slash hustle academy, and then you sign up for the Hustle Academy bootcamp. So what are your next steps? Make sure that you can learn digital, learndigital.readgoogle.com slash digital skills slash courses, and then you can find us on social media with facebook.com slash digital skills for Africa, twitter.com slash digital skills for Africa, and instagram.com slash digital skills AF. You can equally find Impact Her on social media on all these different platforms. So the form attendance form is going to be dropped for you to fill it. Okay, and once more, sorry for the breakdown and sorry for the noise, and we're actually going to end here. Thank you for being through the call. If there are any more questions, we're going to take it in the next section. Thank you and have a great evening. So you can actually keep your questions